So today we're going to be doing window regulator on a 2004 Suburban. These had two different style door panels. So I'm going to show you how to take this door panel off, which is a little more involved than the other one. And then we're going to replace the window regulator. So I think we got all the tools we need here. I just got a row of sockets. Got my 7 and 8 millimeter nut drivers. My Torx bits, which we'll need for this screw right here, and then my little pry tool. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to take this right here off. Like so. You got this one that's right here. And then we're going to want to take this out of here as well. Okay, so there we go. Now, there is one nut, or one bolt in here. It's a Phillips, or looks like a 7 or 8 millimeter. There's another one that is right down here. Forgive the sun, it's kind of at my back here. We've got this bolt right here, and then there's also one down here. So I'm gonna get all of those out, and then we'll take it from there. All right, this one right here is a T20, and these are all different sizes, so keep them lined up. This one was to the top, this one was one in the middle, this was one on the bottom of the door. And there we go. Alright, once you get those 3 7 millimeter bolts and the Torx bolt out, then this whole door panel will come up. You do not need to remove this as you do with the other style door panel. There's actually a screw in the front of this holding this in. If you take this out now, you will break the mount for that, and it won't ever sit right again. There we go. And now we've got to get everything disconnected. So we have the wiring harness for our heated seat modules and window regulator, or the window switch, and the lock panel. And it looks like there's one more down there. So for this, your best bet is going to be to come in behind it with the screwdriver. I cannot see if y'all can see this or not, so sorry. There we go. And now you can see this connector to be able to take it out. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and there you go. Alright, here's that bolt I was talking about that you have to take out if you want to take this window switch assembly out. But we're just going to disconnect all the cables here, which I should be able to do by hand, but just to make sure, I'm just taking that all down and out of there. This right here, it's got a little release on it right here. Okay, there we go. There's that one. And there we go. you don't even have to take that out of the door. You don't really have to disconnect this unless you plan to take that out. But anyway, now started pulling the plastic out, but we've got to take the handle off the door first in order to get the plastic down the rest of the way. So what we want to do is get up behind here and just kind of lightly twist, trying to be gentle with it because this vehicle is 19 years old at this point, so I'm not trying to bust anything. There we go. Now that's up and it can come out. So we got to take this bolt out of here, which looks like it's about a 10 millimeter, and then we're going to slide it this direction, that way, and then it'll come right off. Alright, and got that out of there. Now that we made sure that this is up, we should be able to take this, slide it over and out of the way. There we go. Now we can get this plastic off the door. Alright, plastic's over there and out of the way. So now, looks like we've got some bolts. We've got this one right here, which looks like it holds the window up. There's another one right here, which looks like it's probably another one that holds the window up. Before we take those down, we need to secure this window, because we don't want it getting smashed. So we're going to take that window up, and then once we get that taped up, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 bolts that need to come out of this window regulator. So I'm going to start taping up and getting those all out of there. Alright, I've got these all broken loose, and it looks like those are the only ones. And you see I got my window taped up there. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those out, and then we'll keep on going. And we got a few different sizes there. This was from the right side of the door, the bottom. This was the top of the left, the middle of the left, and the motor, and then the bottom. And we got to take this here connector out of here as well. Okay, need both hands again. There we go. Alright, now these should be able to just be pushed out in the back, and then we'll be able to take it all loose. So, or at the bottom, not the back. Okay. Alright, we've got both of those out. So now we're going to take them and tilt them both, and take both sides out of here. There we go. So we're going to see how this works. There's the old one, and here's the new one. The new one has an extra bolt hole that the old one doesn't, and has some extra tabs at the top that did not come with the studs in the bottom. Instead, it looks like it's supposed to take up more bolts. So I'm going to line them up and see if it works. So it's in, and it looks like it'll work, even though it's different. It's got little notches in the door panel. This is where that other bolt was, which that hole was just empty with the original. And then down here, those are lining up as well. And then same down here. And that one I've already started, and that one I've already started too. So I'm going to see if I can find some more bolts and then get this all mounted in there. And then I did check my connection as well, and that did work too. So just going to try to line it all up, get it screwed in, tightened down, and then we're going to turn the key on and raise these up to be on the window, I've got to loosen those up too. So if you're in a pinch, you can knock these out of the old regulator and then screw them in. But as you see, there's no good way to tighten them. So you'll have to fashion something with that. But you may need to run to the hardware store and get some. I had some left over from a previous job that were the right size. So I went ahead and put those in and tightened them on down. And they're a good fit. So next, got to I got to loosen those up and run those up and put them on the window. Alright, I got them raised up and got them loosened. So that way they'll be able to go around the glass right there. And I've done the same on the other side. And you see I just kind of got my door panel chilling, hanging out here. So I can do that. So I'll put that up, tighten those up, and then we'll be just about done. Alrighty. I'll run the window regulator all the way to the closed position. And make sure that it's right on both sides. And you can tighten this down. Tighten this down. You can take the tape off and start putting that door panel back on. Okay, there we go. And there we go. Just sit the door panel out at the bottom, rock it down, and then that's it.